Good afternoon, it's your man Whodidit coming at you again with another episode of The Body. And on this episode, we are going to concentrate on instructions. With all of the chaos that's going on right now, whether you're thinking of the one-niner, respiratory infections, stomach bugs will be coming towards you, and all of the other flus. Not to mention, this country's facing a mental health crisis. Suicide, it seems, is at every corner in every school. Depression. The spirit of getting your way. Addicted to getting your way. All of the prescriptions, all of the advice and medical counseling even. All of your clinicians are in an urgent position right now to be hired. The need might even outdo the whole practice at this point, because a woman or man who might be in the nursing field can only work so many hours. They have a family to go to, and then dare I say, they are at risk of catching any disease at this point, regardless of the narrative that they are promoting daily on the dais. Our nurse practitioners are at risk. So the need is at a colossal point. But I think one of the things that we are missing as a people are instructions. When you go see a physician or a clinician or a practitioner, typically they will tell you the symptoms. They'll give you a diagnosis. They'll give you some paperwork. They'll give you a plan. And if they give a damn, pardon my language, they'll give you some instructions. They'll tell you what pharmacy you need to go to. Shout out to all my pharmaceutical reps. What medicine will work? Which one will be effective? Now, how does that apply to our body when it comes to the quote-unquote body of Christ? And I put the body of Christ in quotes because we are at a very, very integral part of religion at this moment. Religion seems to be under investigation, and I can even go as far as being held hostage. There are butchers posing as shepherds, saying that they are here for the people. Hell, someone could say that I'm a butcher posing as a shepherd. I'm preaching hate speech and separation and communism and, a Trumper. I've been called everything because I have a mind. A thinking man. Shout out to my boy TMT. But the whole point of this series is to understand you're going to need your brethren. You're going to need your sister. I ain't begging nobody to link arms with and see eye to eye with me. We're men. We're men and women. We're people, pardon me. We are going to see things differently. But when you care about your fellow brethren, your fellow mate, you want to know what they see. Now, instead of going on and on, I want to make sure that I'm very clear. The so-called instructions from the doctor is one thing, and then there's instructions from the Most High. If you watched the Devils in the Detail series part 2, you've seen where I've highlighted these blood suckers. And if you hear the creaking in this video, I'm walking on the wooden floor, so pardon me. I'm trying to keep an eye out for my puppy. She's not doing too well. Back to the topic though. You'll see in that series, in that episode, you'll see people playing around with dead bodies, or at least a dead body look-alike, acting like they drinking blood. And then you'll see other clips where individuals are actually eating raw meat, taking it right out of the store, saying that there's no problem with it, and their stool is fine. They even go as far as talking about their stool, the way they crap, their digestive systems. Oh, that's fine and dandy, homie. But what is the instructions that the Most High gave us? Oh man, here you go again, who did it with the Bible talk. I just challenge you all who may be skeptical of the actual scriptures to look it up. Nothing against the so-called white Jewish people, but they're not the only ones that are trying to buy their meat kosher. The Most High told us to drain the blood out of the meat. And that's all of it. Chicken, anything that has life, drain the blood out of it, because blood is spiritual currency. When you start putting different bloods or blood, in your system, ain't no telling what it's going to do to your body. That's why we're not supposed to eat raw meat. Speaking of the beast of the field, my dog has a different system than I do. If I'm eating the same thing as my dog or my puppy, coming in? Come on. If I'm eating the same thing as my puppy, then that would make me a beast of the field. That would not make me the steward over this animal. Because at the end of the day, I love my animal in balance. She is not my God. She is not kissing me in the mouth, in the bed, none of that. But at the same time, I'm not going to throw her to the pit bull that's in the back. It ain't that type of party. There's a balance system. That's instruction. But instruction is a mirror. Hold on one second. Here you go. Instruction is a mirror, and it highlights it's almost parallel with this next phrase, obedience. If you follow the instructions, you're being obedient. So the body will heal. The body will start to restore itself. That's the physical body. Now, us collectively as a people, men, women, and children, are you listening to the instructions of the politician? Or are you listening to the instructions of your spiritual body, your intuition? After a while, you know you're not going crazy when you have legitimate questions. I know it's illogical to question the police force, but if you're going to question the police force and their intent, we got to start questioning the medical practice. The politicians need to be held with the same scrutiny and standards. Again, I have no dog in the race. I am apolitical. I could care less. I'm challenging my people to use their brain. And collectively, if we are using our brain, yes, we will have certain people that feel one way different than another. But at the end of the day, when we come together collectively and follow instructions, then man, we are bound to supersede and elevate over this madness that we are seeing right now in front of our face. Do you guys understand me? It's going to take hundreds of thousands of people to start questioning, what the heck are you guys talking about? What are you guys getting where are you guys, getting this information? And if you have schools of thought that feel differently, that's when it gets very, very interesting to your belief system. What is the Most High telling you? Not your greater self, because no disrespect, your greater self can't defeat these wars and these demonic beings that we see walking the streets. You can't do nothing. Despite what the fools is telling you from the left wing, you're your greater self, you're your own God. If that's the case, then we about to see a crazy X-Men versus human war. Because some of you all who feel like you're God, then explain to me the confusion and chaos that we starting to see at a massive level daily. I love to talk about the optimism, but we have to start being truthful to ourselves. This is going to take more than just you or I. Therefore, these messages can become lucrative if you apply them to your life. You can't be sitting here talking about living better with your mouth, but your actions don't align with what you're saying. That's why they question this whole body. That's why Negroes are constantly being laughed at, mocked, and sold any narrative, because we don't stick together. And I'm not talking about Islam versus Christianity or Judaism. I'm talking about what is your so-called culture. We got 50 million rappers with the baby term to it. The baby, little baby, baby from Cash Money, busted baby. We have all these different baby terms because you still a boy, man. But then we have these same men on platforms telling our children about what another man who don't even look like them, what their theories is. And this ain't race baiting. I'm just saying we have to stick together on one thing. Is there anything that's clear? That's all I want to say to you guys. Instructions. What are the instructions that you're supposed to be following? And I'm going to just leave it at this. That's where your commandments come in. That's where the covenant comes in. And I know they only talk about 10. If you're a little slow, it can narrow down to 2, where we're supposed to be living in harmony, quote unquote. You could talk about the 10 that's in the Old Testament. But to be honest with you, there's over 613. Are we going to fall short? We already have. None of us are perfect. But damn, I never thought I would say this. You're not even trying. We're not even trying. We're all stuck into a selfie era. Hey, I appreciate all of you all. You all have a great day. This is your man Whodidit, bringing you another episode of The Body. And on this, we concentrated on instructions and obedience. Be well.